you have a preference though?
I don't know. I think I got a soft spot for the classic Nicholson. He was kind of cool.
I like Nicholson.
Yeah.
I liked it in the stylized way that Burton had done Batman. And Ledger's, Ledger had another facet to it, definitely. They're both different interpretations. I love them both. I don't know. I've had qualms about their performance.
Right.
Crap. I mean, great. It's crap that we didn't know you were here, but it is great to see you now.
Let's talk about this, right?
Yes, let's.
Masterpiece here.
Let's. Okay. So, Enterbay proudly presents the Dark Knight Joker Masterpiece action figure. The Joker is arguably one of the most popular supervillains of all time, and this figure includes a head sculpt with authentic likeness and the newly developed action body with more than 30 articulations. It also has a movie-accurate signature costume featuring the purple velvet coat with a removable grenades holder, a grey blazer, a green waistcoat, purple pants, a pair of braces, patterned purple shirt, and a green tie, 11 pieces of interchangeable hands, 8 of them with gloves, 11 poker cards in quarter scale, and exciting movie-accurate weapons which are the RPG launcher, 5 grenades with 2 styles and 3 different colours, a knife, a Glock 17 pistol, and an M76 machine gun. It also comes with a stand.
Yeah, just in case you weren't satisfied. You just wanted that extra thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Sonia, had you heard of Enterbay before?
No.
What about Blitzway?
No.
But you'd heard of Sideshow, right?
Yes.
Okay, now all these guys, they're slowly creeping in on a market that up until now has largely been dominated by hot toys. Now, they're all seeking to replicate the iconic characters of pop culture, generally in a 6th scale format for collectors, right? Well, Sideshow, they've long been known for doing excellent statues, but they've just released their first 6th scale figure, and I think it's in direct competition to Hot Toys.
Right.
Well, I don't think they're necessarily purposefully doing it, but it's interesting because they also host and advertise and promote Hot Toys on their own website.
Yeah.
Now, Blitzway are doing something. They're entering the market. They're relatively new. They want to become one of the best collectible companies in the world. And then there's Enterbay. Now, Enterbay are relatively new as well. They were established in 2005. Now, they've released this figure, which is the first of their quarter scale action figures. You can see they're trying to break the mold a little bit by going quarter scale instead of 6th scale. Maybe they're trying to create their own collection. The reason why I'm talking about all of this is I think there's going to be a bit of a war within that market, and who has the best collectible, the most likeness, the quality and all that sort of thing, and that could yield great reward for collectors because I think there might be a bit of a price war about to happen as well. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, but one thing is for certain, collecting is kind of at its height, I think, at the moment. We've
It
all
is.
become little collectibles, especially with the movies and stuff. We want the tangible things.
Everything. Games as well. You get the statues, you get the pieces, everything. Yeah, all these monumental statue pieces, even icons on your desk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all right. Well, let's move on and talk about this amazing masterpiece, right? First of all, it's quarter scale, which is huge. It's really quite striking, the size of it. I love it. And a grand piece like this in your home deserves some special placement for that extra attention. Secondly, does it look like Ledger's Joker? Yes, it does. Absolutely. Amazingly so. The detailing in the face is incredible. The colors are exceptional. I really like how the hair isn't just too green. There's nice details of patchy face paint, the oiliness of the hair and the running eye makeup. They're really exciting to see.
The expression captures the very essence of Ledger's Joker too. It's very alluring, despite the danger that it exudes. I love the clothing as well. They look fantastic, true to colour and to style. Most of all though, I love that you can see the texture and then you can go right on ahead and feel it.
Now, even in the neutral stance, there's still a power emanating from him, which is fantastic. Though, personally, I'd prefer to mold him into something a little bit more dynamic, but luckily you can, because there's an abundance of accessories and switch-out hands of which you can create your own unique Joker. And I think that's what, fans and collectors love about these posable action figures, is because you can do just that. Most of all, I love the detail in these extras. They're incredible. They're not too fiddly either, and they feel solid. And Enterbay goes a long way into making them quality as well. They make them with real metal, sometimes with real wood as well, depending on the action figure. I love them. I really one of my favourite pieces of all this is that they've included the Joker clown mask, which he can carry or wear. It also comes in an awesome case as well, which is only a small extra, but it just adds that extra bit of, grandeur to the whole piece. Yeah. What about you, Sonia? What do you think of the piece?
Look, I think he's fantastic. I do wish that the base was a little bit broader, just so that you can give him a stronger stance and maybe play around with his pose a little bit more.
Yes.
The fabric on this, though, I keep coming back to this fabric because it makes him a lot more charismatic and a lot more alluring. A lot of statues, especially museum pieces, I find they're quite cold.
Yeah.
They're very... that's molded.
Yeah.
Whereas, you can touch the velvet coat, you can feel the whole thing. And I think that's a really important
Adds a movement
detail.
to it almost.
It does. I really love him. Look, he does come with a hefty price tag, I have to say, which can alienate some collectors. But I think it's worth saving up for. He is quite spectacular, and with all those extras, he's definitely a buy from me.
All right. Well, you can also get the Batman Dark Knight statue. It's also quarter scale, of course. The companion piece. Personally, I prefer the Joker over the Batman. I'm splitting hairs here, but even though the Batman comes with more switch out heads and loads of accessories as well, I just think there's something else that emanates from the Joker piece. I've always been a bit more of a statue fanboy personally, but Enterbay have done something really interesting here. They've struck a perfect balance between a museum piece and a posable action figure. I think that's something really interesting that they're going for.
Yeah.
I think it'll prove quite popular. It is expensive, yes, but it's also an iconic piece. It's definitely a centerpiece. It'll draw a crowd. So yeah, I agree. Save your pennies for this one. It's a buy from me as well.